Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Native and this is Native Cafri Music, where I react to music from all time, modern music. I want to see how different genres connect together to something bigger, a bigger fabric of music. This is part of my journey, which also what I want to do is to learn about music that I don't know, and this is exactly what I'm going to do today with introducing to the channel a new artist. They are Chicago. They have a channel called Chicago Band, which I just discovered, and I still don't know exactly what I'm going to get from this. So basically, I know that Chicago is a big band because I know the name. I know it's great in the US. I don't know how much, but I'm telling you what I know for sure because the last time I included Europe into this, and I don't know, maybe Chicago is very big in Italy. So I'm not going to assume things about different countries, even though I'm pretty sure that whatever was really big culturally in Israel in a certain point was popular as well in many regions in Europe. Yeah, as far as Generation Y, let's call it, the millennials, we just don't know a lot about Chicago. So I'm very excited to learn about this. And I'm going to summon my co-assistant AI Coda to tell us a little bit about Chicago.
Chicago is one of those rare bands that built their identity on a sound almost nobody else was doing at the time, a full rock band fused with a powerful horn section. Formed in the late
Wow.
1960s, they brought together guitars, drums, and vocals with trumpets, trombones, and saxophones, creating something that felt both raw and sophisticated. It wasn't just rock, and it wasn't just jazz. It was a blend that gave them a
Jazz?
completely unique voice.
Jazz and
In their
rock?
early years, Chicago leaned heavily into that experimentation. Albums like Chicago Transit Authority and Chicago 2 featured long, complex songs, political themes, and extended instrumental sections. Tracks like
Wow,
25 or
interesting.
6 to 4 showed how they could take a strong riff and elevate it with horns that didn't just decorate the music, but drove it forward. They
That's
weren't
cool.
afraid to be bold, to stretch out, to let songs breathe. Over time, their sound evolved. By the late 1970s and into the 1980s, Chicago became known for their ballads. Songs like If You Leave Me Now, Hard to Say I'm Sorry, and You're the Inspiration brought them massive commercial success and introduced them to
Interesting.
a broader
This
audience.
reminds me of
Some
Genesis.
fans preferred the earlier, more experimental years, while others connected deeply with the emotional, melodic side that came later. What makes Chicago special is their longevity and adaptability. They changed with the times while keeping a core musical identity. That blend of strong songwriting and rich instrumentation. Few bands have managed to balance complexity and accessibility the way they did. For someone discovering them
Interesting.
today, Chicago offers two sides of the same coin: the adventurous, jazz influenced rock of their early years, and the
Wow.
polished, heartfelt ballads that made them global stars.
Hmm.
And somewhere between those two, you find the full picture of a band that never stopped evolving.
All right. Coda, thank you so much for this one. So, guys, without further ado, we are going to move to today's reaction. All right. So, first of all, check out their channel. As I said, Chicago Band. I don't do a replacement for the original. I'm very excited about this one because from what AI Coda was able to tell me, this is right up my alley. This is right what I'm saying, that everything is connected together. Everything is sort of a fusion, a result of many different genres colliding together, creating something new. This is very exciting for me. Can You Hear Me Now is a song I've never listened to. I know this song because it was appearing in a movie that I like very much, that I consider maybe one of the greatest romantic comedies of all time, similar to Love, something like that, with Ashton Kutcher. And it's such a brilliant movie, and I think he sings it somewhere over there. That's the only reference I have for this song. I've never listened to the original. I will probably be reacting to that as well. That's more of a pop era, I guess. And I think that a lot of bands that went through the 70s, the experimental age, trying to discover new sounds and new music, they just wanted to have some fun and have popularity, you know. Status Quo, for example. Another example is Genesis. Queen really evolved their sound during the 80s, and some say there are two different bands. So it's very, very similar. I think it's a repetitive theme. So maybe we'll be exploring that as well, like comparing bands between the 70s and the 80s. But now I'm really excited to start this Chicago journey on my channel. This is Will You Still Love Me? So here we go. Let's go. Yeah, that's definitely 80s.
Take me as I am, put your hand in mine, now and forever.
It reminds me, I'm sorry for pausing you right at the beginning. You will see that I do that. I do authentic reactions. So if I pause a little bit too much for your liking, I get it. That's just what I do here on my channel. This point here, so the sound of the piano in particular really reminds me of the Logical song. There's something about it, but this is very, very 80s. I just thought that he looked a little bit younger in the photo there. Maybe I'm wrong about it. I like the sound, the way that it starts. It really sounds like something that will be in the charts in the mid 80s or something.
Put your hand in mine, now and forever. Darling, here I stand before you now.
There's this kind of expectancy like you have in some songs, for example, from Bryan Adams. Oh my God, it's going to be grand, and you already expect the guitars, and you feel like your heart thumping.
Deep inside, I always knew it was you and me, two hearts joined together, bound by destiny.
Wow, the chords.
It was you and you for me. Every road leads to your door. Every step I take forever. Just say
Very complex.
you love me for the rest of your life. I got a lot of love and I don't wanna let go. Will you still love me for the rest of my life?
I'm wondering, is these two different lead singers that sing this song? Because it sounded like there was a line there that got shifted. I will let you listen to what I mean. So here we go.
The
main guy.
Just say you love me for the rest of your life. I got a lot of love and I don't wanna let go.
All right.
Will you still love me for the rest of my life? 'Cause I can't go on. No, I can't go on.
So guys, I still don't know the members. I don't know who's doing what. If I'm like asking questions that seem very, very basic, it's because I really don't know anything. I didn't know that Chicago started in the late 60s until Kodat said that. I didn't know at all that they mashed up jazz together with rock and roll. That's great. So I'm here to learn, guys.
If I'm on my own.
Here we go.
As I am,
I just felt the guitar coming.
put your heart in mine. Stay with me forever. 'Cause I am just a man who never understood.
Great vocals.
I never had a thing to prove.
I'm sure we are going to hear the horn section coming in soon. I'm really expecting this. Like, this is really surprising because when you think about a rock band, you think about guitars, like usually two guitars. Sometimes you have a keyboard player, at times, if you're lucky, and background vocals, if you have a good background vocal, one or a few singers that they rent and they add them. But it's really surprising to have a horn section just randomly in a rock band. And it is rock. I mean, it's a little bit popish rock, this one, but it is rock for sure. So I'm expecting this to come. And I've seen them in the background, so I really want to hear this. Here.
'Cause I am just a man who never understood. I never had a thing to prove.
It's amazing how bands adjust with times. Really fascinating to see the evolution of the internal evolution of bands.
I'm close to you that I wanna be. Just say you love me for the rest of your life.
Beautiful.
I got a lot of
Ah.
love and I don't wanna let go. Will you stay?
Let me know who's the keyboard player. He's got a good voice. He's got a solid voice and like a little bit deeper than the main singer. And let me know about the band members. I'm sure there are a lot of them, maybe 7 or 8. Also, let me know what do you think about this song. Was this a big hit? Did you grow up on this song? Did you see them live maybe? I'd love to check out all your comments, guys. I do try to read every single comment. I love this. Yeah. Very different. Raspiness as well. Yes. This, you know what this part gives me vibes of? I know it's a little bit different. It's not exactly the same, but one of my favorite 80s song by Queen, you know, Princess of the Universe. Now, if you don't know this song, check out like the place where you have all the vocals together. This is real 80s strong vocals type of vibe. I mean, maybe Queen were influenced by this song, by Chicago, I don't know. I like this little canon part. Oh my god. Wow. I really wonder, is this real strings or is this... I mean, in the 80s, mid-80s, late 80s, you already had really, really good emulations for keyboards for the violin section. I can tell, I mean, I don't know if this, if you know Barcelona, everything there was played without any sort of orchestral... It wasn't an orchestra. So I'm just wondering because, I mean, it's not only that you have the brass section, now you also have a violin section. That's incredible. So it really shows the way that they wanted to have reference to Bach's art. You have this... That's the way that Bach used to build his art, and of course in the Baroque in general. The reference here with then they enter the string section, and it really plays like a whole Bach thing that changes to something more modern in the middle. This is real progressive rock of the 80s, which I didn't know existed. It's amazing. Wow. Oh, that's the end of the song? No. I really wanted to hear more. Alright guys, let me be honest. If I knew that this part was going to mark the end of the song, I wouldn't have stopped there. I would have said it at the end of the song. Let's give it more respect and listen to that part a little bit more. And I want to have this experience full on. So let's take this section and let's go. I love the lyrics. The vocals. Wow. It's too short.
Will you still love me for the rest of
You can already hear the strings here in this part.
'cause I can't go on,
Yeah.
can't go
What I was referring to.
can't go on.
Wow. Wow. This is a brilliant song. No, why does it finish here? Maybe. All right. Okay, 1986. All right, it's the same year. The same year that Princess of the Universe was released. All right, so first of all, I really connect to the lyrics where they say, I can't go on and I have to listen to you say that you love me. They emphasize the lyrics so well with the music. So this is something that you can really, really feel once you start listening to it over and over again. This is why I say that it's really hard to listen to lyrics in the first listen. You just get so many details coming up to you, and this is a great example for a song that is really, really complex. So I love the Bach reference, and I love the way that they were trying to say, like, first of all, thank you to compositions of the past, to composers of the past. Maybe show a little bit of some of their influences. They really, really have this new, brighter sound together with their traditional origins. If they did jazz mashups and they did like different styles and different sounds, if they have this kind of older tradition, they kept true to that and they made a really complex song. I'm sure that some of their songs are a little bit more simplified than that, because if you want to survive as a band, you have to eventually make hits, because you have to maintain yourself as a band and you want people to buy it so you can continue and you can have shows and all of that. So they have to be commercial in some way. But this is really a beautiful mixture of something that has a very commercial sound, but yet is a very, very complex song. It is progressive rock in the 80s. It's very surprising to me. I know that Yes, for example, and Yes is another band that I still need to really, really take a deep listen to, because I only heard a few of their songs. But I know Yes, for example, had that. They were able to create something that is a hit, an international hit, and together with that have more songs on the album that are more like progressive rock, different kind of vibes with rhythm changes and different sections, deeper chords and stuff that are very, very interesting also in this song. Another intake that I have from this is the vocals. They have really good vocals. They sound gentle to start with, but then they give this raspiness and they have the range. They really orchestrate it beautifully. And the way that they project the vocals, they know where to bring more emphasis. Also, when the guitars came in, there was an expectancy and they knew how to fill it up. It's interesting because there was no solo here. You didn't really hear a solo. It's a mashup of a lot of sounds. But I'm wondering, is there a longer version? Is there a longer album version that really continues all of this? Because it sounds like they got cut in the middle. I know, for example, that some bands, especially in the 80s, they wanted to have like radio edits, and then they gave like a 6-minute song, a shorter radio edit that is like 3:40 or around 4 minutes. So let me know in the comments. Tell me a little bit more. What is your favorite song? What you want me to listen to? You know that I'm just starting out. I'm a new YouTube reactor. So please subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. So now what I want to do is to keep exploring new artists and to bring them. And of course, the more I do that and the more I explore new artists, I will also go to the depth of each artist and will find out more of their music. This is also important for me to also, like, you know, when I read the comments, I really want to relate to the things that you have to tell me. I will be doing more of Chicago and more of your suggestion with time. Now, if you want to get priority requests, you can do that via donation. It's a minimum of $10 donation on my Ko-Fi. I will leave the link in the description. There is a place that you can write to me everything that you want me to react to. So, for example, if you want it a little bit faster and you want it to get priority, just request. This way you can support the Nativerse and everything that I do. And I'm very happy to announce that I'm going to go back to doing shows on Twitch now that everything has come down more in my region. I will also announce these things and more on my Discord. everything that I'm doing, whether it is here on YouTube. You can join my Discord community. I will also leave it in the comment below. And thank you so much for being me for this new reaction to this new band for me. I have a lot of respect for them, and now that I've learned more about them and I heard them the first time, I respect them even more. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one, guys.